I'm not going to talk about the rest of the fights. I'm just going to talk about the main event because a lot of people are talking about the main event, and apparently there's a lot of drama. So here we go. Gennady Golovkin versus Sergiy Derevanchenko, bro.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, man.
Look, before I get into it, it's one of Derevanchenko has been boxing since he was like 7 or 8 years old. Has over 410 fights. Has a record of 390 wins, 20 losses.
Right.
Has a ton of international experience, including Olympic experience. Didn't win any medals, but he went to Olympics. So
right.
The reason I'm bringing that up is because there's a lot of talk of like, oh, Golovkin is done. Golovkin look old. Golovkin this and that. You know, Derevanchenko is a live dog. He might have only 14 fights or how much fights? 14, 15 fights.
15, yeah.
But don't let that fool you, especially these Eastern European fighters. They come in,
man, yeah.
You know, they
you
have
gotta
a lot
be careful with
of
them.
Exactly. So and he gave Jacobs a tough fight as well, and I think he'll give any middleweight a run for their money. So with that being said, I mean, how did you judge the fight? Who do you think won the fight?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and we both said it. I had it a draw.
You had it a draw.
I had it a draw, and the reason why, because Triple G had that knockdown in the first round. So that was a 10-8 round. If he wouldn't have had that 10-8 round, Derevanchenko wins in my card. That gave, you know, the neutralization to Triple G. But would I have been upset, or am I upset about the decision? I'm not upset. Now, do I think it's a unanimous decision? Man, I see it more as a split decision or a majority decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not mad about it. I mean, but I think a lot of people are starting to say that maybe Triple G is old, man.
This is the thing.
Age hit him.
We all poured on. You know, I didn't score the fight. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted to enjoy the fight. But judges look at different things. Maybe some people look at Derevanchenko's activity, coming forward, looking for the fight, and maybe some people look at Golovkin's position, and the cleaner, harder shots.
Yeah.
Now you took a poll and I took a poll, right? You
right.
took a poll on your Instagram. What was your results?
My results from, and I'm gonna give you guys the number, from 2,000 people. Out of 2,000 people, 51% say that Triple G won.
And in my poll, which is similar amount of people, 55% say that Derevanchenko won, and 45% that Golovkin lost.
Right.
So it's just they're pretty divided. And my Twitter, people said Golovkin won. So as me as a fan, I'm gonna respect the judge's decision. Right. They have the experience.
No, I'm not. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not the type of person who's gonna say robbery. I'm not the type of person who's gonna say, oh, you know. What I'm saying is this, and this comes from me, not from the boxing rundown, from Boxing Ruckus. Let's do it again, man.
Do it again.
Let's do a rematch. You know what I'm saying? If Triple G, because I'm hearing that he was sick, that he was still feeling sick, so why not do it again, man? If you think that you could beat this man, let's get it on 3 months down the road or 4 months down the road. Let's do it in January. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's get it going. That way you have a fight for 2020, and then you could do that payday with Canelo.
If it's true that he was sick, that's a legitimate excuse. Now, he did look a little. Do you feel like he looked older?
Yes.
And I have another question, because you know, under the new trainer Jonathan Banks, I'll make the assumption that he's no longer training at high altitude. You think that might have kind of affected him, because he did look a little winded? I was watching the fight with my brother, and he noticed that Triple G was kind of breathing kind of hard.
I think it's body shots, bro.
Yeah, but I think he kind of does that. It's like some of them are breathing techniques to get him to the fight, but he did look a little like he was doing it more than normal. And he was hurt from that body shot. I forgot what round, 7 or 8th round.
Max Gabriel Fernandez makes a point here. Do you think he looked that bad because he's trying to lure in Canelo?
No, they're not going to do that. Come on, people. I mean, it could be his age. It could be him trying to implement new techniques with Jonathan Banks. I just think that's a bad fit for. I'm not a trainer, but in my opinion, I think Jonathan Banks is not the trainer that should be training him. He needs a guy like Robert Garcia, Manny Robles. What's the guy from Coachella?
Joel Diaz.
Somebody that favors more aggression, right?
Yeah.
More of that Mexican style that he likes. Because if he's trying to implement a new style, I think that fight wasn't the one. To be implementing that, but
are you for the rematch, or are you not for the rematch?
Yeah, absolutely, I'm for the rematch. Now, as a promoter, listen, if I'm his promoter and manager, I know he has a team. Do I want my fighter is 37 years old, to go through that type of
fight.
Because it was a brutal fight. That
Yeah.
has to take something out of him.
Right.
And then you want Canelo on a Canelo fight. So
Oh,
I
no,
think
no.
their team,
Right now, I'm going to tell you this.
We have a
Stay
pro-
away from Canelo.
Yeah.
Stay away from Canelo, okay? No problem. So, anything else that you have to say about the fight?
Do you think that the judge, that the trainer has something to do with it?
You know what? I think it's a combination of multiple things. You know, I think it's whether he was sick or not. Maybe if he was sick, he was under the weather. Maybe him and Banks have not synced in yet to what Banks wants to see. And finally, I think it's all the, like you said, all that amateur pedigree that Derevanchenko had. And also, I mean, tell me, when was Derevanchenko in the ropes? Or when was he at a corner? He never was at a corner.
Smart.
Or he was always trying to keep him in the middle. Why?
Exactly.
Because in the middle, he was able to
The game
do
plan.
those multiple jabs and hit him to the body, man. So what I'm saying, it was a perfect game plan for Derevanchenko, but there's multiple factors there. So, but let's just get it over with, man. Let's just get a rematch and get it down, you know?